Welcome to my first maternity leave vlog. I'm truly showing up in my most bare, real self because I look like a hot mess right now, but it's currently Thursday. It's my first full week of maternity leave. And the past few days, I've been quite busy, to be fair. I've been out and about doing bits. I had my dad over to help me get some stuff done on Tuesday. Yesterday, I was still kind of working on the nursery a little bit. I was like dashing out and about. So this is my first like proper full day at home, just trying to keep it a little bit more chilled because I don't know if you guys can tell from my TikToks, I've become slightly neurotic. Like, I'm obsessed with just doing stuff all the time. I'm not very good at sitting still. But the whole point of me being on maternity leave is supposed to be that I'm relaxing and getting ready. So I am going to try and spend the next couple of days just in the house, a little bit more chilled. I've got a couple of little bits that I might nip out to do, but nothing like intense or crazy. The nursery is like 90% done now, so I can't even like try and occupy myself by doing that. I'm gonna go and get ready for the day because I do look a little bit like a hot mess. So I'm just gonna put a bit of makeup on and do my hair because I'm planning on filming like a get to know me Q&A video as my first YouTube video. Got myself a little iced coffee. This is how I start my morning off like every single day at this point. I did a pregnancy ball, it's down here, off Amazon this week and genuinely changed my life. I don't know why I didn't get one sooner because sometimes it genuinely feels like I'm sat on her. She's been ready, engaged since I think about 33 weeks. So I've had this like head in my pelvis for a while now, and sometimes sitting on the sofa just gets so uncomfortable. Like I feel like if I'm scrunched up too much, I can just feel her there, if that makes sense. It's a very bizarre feeling, but the pregnancy ball saved my life, and I can't believe I waited until 37 weeks to get it. So if you're thinking about it or you're on the edge, honestly, do it sooner rather than later. I wish I'd had it from like 30 weeks. This is our spare room. This is where I usually do my makeup. I sit in front of this window here, but as you can see, the cushions where I usually sit and then all of my makeup. But this is on my list of stuff to get sorted today because it looks like an absolute mess in here. I went through my wardrobe at the weekend and did a bit of a clear out. As a result, I've just got loads of coat hangers here that don't like match anything or have anything to be hung up on. So these all need to go. I bought this new makeup bag off Amazon and I really like it, but I definitely need to, go through and cut this out a little bit. Like, this cannot be my daily makeup. I do not use this amount of makeup every single day. I just get very attached to products and then I feel like I want them all in my bag because in the past when I've had like a lot of makeup that's in like drawers and stuff, I just never end up using it. And I feel like when you buy something nice, you want to make sure you get your use out of it. And if it's out of sight, out of mind, I genuinely will just forget about it. I've seen everyone doing this like hack with the L'Oreal Revitalift on TikTok where you like put the moisturiser in the top and then you add the Lumi Glotion onto here. And I tried it and I was like, oh, okay, I can see why people are actually doing it because it makes your skin look insane. Like, my skin just looks really like glowy. I really like that Lumi Glotion, to be fair. I've been using that quite a lot recently. It's a good alternative to using something like Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Filter, which is obviously really expensive. And to be honest, sometimes I just think it makes your skin look a little bit like glittery, whereas this seems to have a little bit more of like a natural glow. I've been using this L'Oreal True Match as my foundation a lot recently as well because it's a really good colour match for me. It looks a little bit light when I first put it on, but it does oxidise slightly. I was making a TikTok about this the other day. I don't know if I've uploaded it or not, but talking about how I kind of like learnt to embrace my paleness, which is something that I struggled with for a long time, especially with my ginger hair as well. Like, growing up in the UK as a ginger kid is an experience. To be fair, I don't think I had it too bad because when I was at primary school, I was still kind of blonde, to be honest. My hair got more strawberry blonde, like warm, as I got older. But I was so terrified, honestly, of like being ugly. And that sounds so sad. Like, I think back and I'm like, how sad I feel for my teenage self. But I'd been convinced that ginger hair was ugly and like pale skin was ugly and freckles were ugly, and that boys were not going to fancy me and that I was always going to be this like ugly duckling if I had those things. So I ended up like bleaching my hair. Like, I remember begging my mum to let me have blonde hair, And I bleached my hair for years, like from when I was probably like 13 until I was 22, 23, so like 10 years. I just completely bleached the life out of my hair, and it got to the point in, I think it was like the first lockdown, where I was like, I can't keep doing this, like my hair is dead. The upkeep when I couldn't go to the hairdressers was crazy. So I just thought, I'm going to embrace my natural hair colour. And from there, I feel like my journey back to like my natural colours kind of like spiraled. So like once I'd gone back to being more of like a warm gingery colour, I just gradually ended up embracing my natural skin tone a lot more. Like I used to wear fake tan religiously. When I was at uni, I would not ever go on a night out if I did not have fake tan on. Like that would have been like a worst nightmare situation for me. I imagine there were probably nights that I actually didn't go out because I didn't look tanned enough. I remember buying so many bloody tanning products, it was actually ridiculous, to make my skin look darker. And I was just obsessed with being brown. Whenever I went on a holiday, I would get sunburned because my skin is not made to be in the sun, but I was determined to get some sort of tan. And yeah, I would say over the last 3-4 years, I've really just embraced what I would call my natural colours and my natural complexion, because it got to the point where I was like, why am I trying to look like everyone else, or what I thought everyone else was? I also think, looking back, to be fair, when I was starting to get into makeup, when I was like 12, 13, brands were not talking to pale women. Like, we did not have the right colours of foundations. Like, so many of the lightest foundations were always way too dark for me. So that immediately just made me think that my skin was like too pale. For years when I was doing my makeup, my goal was basically to just look more bronzed and more tanned. And that was it. I would wear a foundation that was too dark, then I would add contour, then I would add bronzer. I would always be going for like a warm brown, golden, smoky eye. And those things can look really nice on my skin. And if I'm on holiday, I do try and embrace like the summer like vibes. But I personally have found that like blush, for me, when I discovered the power of blush, my life changed. I don't really wear loads of contour anymore, but I do wear a lot of blush. Like you'll notice I pack this on, maybe even wear too much, to be honest. But for me, I think blush adds a lot more dimension to my face, and it suits my like complexion so much better than trying to put loads of golden bronzers on that just end up looking orange. Same goes for eyeshadows. I mean, I'm a big Charlotte Tilbury stan, to be fair. You'll find that a lot of my makeup is Charlotte Tilbury because I really like the colours that she does. So like this palette is like my day-to-day palette. It's really simple. It's just got a couple of nice shimmers in and a couple of mattes, but they're all in these really nice like pink tones. And I think that these just really complement my skin very, very well. This palette's called the Pillow Talk Luxury palette. And then this one is called, I think it's called Pillow Talk 2. Obviously all of the names have rubbed off because that's what Charlotte Tilbury packaging does. But I love this combination. I just realised that I was chatting away so much that I didn't actually put any concealer on. So this is going to look a little bit weird. The liquid blush that I always use is the Rare Beauty one in the colour Joy. This is one of those products where when I first got it, I absolutely hated it. Like I really, really didn't like it. I just thought it was so over pigmented, and it is very, very pigmented. But now I've got used to using it and working with it, this is just the perfect colour for me. I can either tone it up or down. So in summer, I'll put a lot more on and almost give myself that like sun-kissed, I don't want to say sunburn because that's not good, but you know what I mean. When I look like I've hit the sun naturally, I have a bit of pink to my skin. So if I put a lot of this on, that's kind of the vibe that it gives me. Or I can just put a really small amount on and it just gives me a bit more of like a natural glowy vibe. So I've got the cream one on, and then I'm going to put some of this Charlotte Tilbury blush over the top. I like that this has got a shimmer in it because I feel like it makes my skin look really nice. I don't know if there's something wrong with me and mascaras, because I do not get on with any mascaras. All of them, literally all of them, smudge around my eyes. The only ones that don't are tubing mascaras. So this Milk makeup one I really, really like, but it's now starting to dry out, so I need to get a new one. This is the Kush High Roll Mascara. I have got quite long lashes, especially on my lower lash line, but I don't feel like they're long enough to warrant having like a black eye all the time. Okay, that is my makeup done, I think. Something about this doesn't look right, but I can't put my finger on what it is. I'm going to put a little bit of this Charlotte Tilbury one on. This is called Sex on Fire. It's got a bit more of like a pink to it. Okay, yeah, more blush. That looks better. I need to do my hair, but I really can't be bothered, so I think I'm just going to quickly go over it with my Shark styler. This is what I use when I can't really be bothered. It's the Shark, I think it's called the Smooth Styler. They actually sent me this. I did like a video with them on it. Was it last year maybe? But I really like it because it's got this like, these like hot plates in here. So you put it onto the smooth setting and you can just smooth out all of your hair and do like a nice flicky, kind of like a blow dry. I wouldn't say it gives a really tight blow dry effect. But I do really like it. You can also use it as a hot brush. So you can see here it's got like a hairdryer setting. And I'll do that obviously when my hair's wet. But if my hair's already dry and it's styled, this is just good to give it like a smooth, flicky vibe. That's what it looks like when it's all done. I literally always have flyaways here. I have no idea how to tame them. They look terrible. But they've just become a part of my personality and appearance now because I can't ever seem to get them to stay down. I'm into the nursery because this is where I'm going to film my little Q&A. And Beans is asleep on the baby's playmat. And she looks so cute. Like, oh my god. Beanie? I think she thinks this room is for her. I'm not even joking. Hello? Oh, nice. My dad's just randomly popped round and now we're doing some bits in the garden after saying that I was gonna sit and chill. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I've let this garden go to ruin. I was gonna say shit, but so just getting all the weeds out the borders because they're just full of weeds and wildflowers that I sowed a couple of years ago. I think I put these fairy lights up a couple of years ago for a party and they are completely, they don't work anymore, so I'm gonna have to cut them out because this plant has like fully grown around them. Trying to do this one-handed is not going very well. There we go. The grass looks a little bit sad because we scarified it all, reseeded it, and then I've got the sprinkler out. So hopefully within a few weeks this will actually look like a proper lawn again because it was looking really like dead and rubbish, to be honest. Beans is an indoor cat, so she's not allowed to come outside and she just sits and stares at us. She's not looking at me. She's like, Mum, you're not going to let me outside. I'm not going to give you the time of day. Good morning. It's Friday today. I, again, have no plans. Yesterday became a bit of a random day because my dad just nipped round. I think he'd been to like the shop in town or something. And he was like, oh, I thought I'd just nip round for a coffee. And he was here for like 3.5 hours. We did loads of stuff in the garden. So it kind of derailed my day. I did end up filming my YouTube video and I edited it. Oh my god, I have a newfound appreciation for how difficult it is to be a YouTuber or do YouTube. It took me 3-4 hours to edit that video. Just had my breakfast, been on FaceTime to my sister for a little bit, and then today again I've got no plans. So many people have been telling me to just chill out and relax, so I might actually take their advice and watch some telly today. I haven't started the new series of 1923 yet. I absolutely ate up all of the Yellowstone like series last year. So I started Yellowstone, then I did 1873 and then 1923, but the new series of 1923 has just come out, so I think I might start watching and binge watching that. This might be a very boring day to follow along with, but it's a realistic one. Oh, also, random suggestion, but if you like a blueberry muffin or you love the taste of blueberries, you need to try these shreddies from M&S. They're called like the blueberry wheats or something. 10 out of 10. They're absolutely delicious. I keep having them every single morning with some fruit in. They're so nice. I find that when I wake up in the morning, I get out of bed, I'm absolutely ravenous. The levels of hunger in these last couple of weeks of pregnancy have been crazy. And if I don't eat something pretty quickly, I start to feel unwell. Also, when I was editing that video, I realised how much I say the word like. And now I've realised it, I can't unnotice it. So I keep trying to stop myself from saying like, because when I was editing it, all I could think was how flippin' annoying is it to just hear someone go like, oh, like, and I squeeze it into every single sentence. It's terrible. So apologies if anyone else has noticed that. I'm not even joking, I've been sat on the sofa for like 2 hours doing absolutely nothing, which has been quite nice. I'm starving. I've just been watching YouTube videos. I've been watching the people that I'm really loving watching at the minute, Emily Kaiser's videos. I didn't realise she had YouTube, so I've been going back and watching like all of her old content. I really like following, is it Mia Wooten? Mia Wooten, love her videos. Holly Brooks, who couldn't have literally a more different life to me. She lives in LA. She's a marathon runner, half marathon runner, cyclist, does a lot of exercise. So me and her literally could not be more different, but loving her videos at the minute. So I've just been watching loads of YouTube and just chilling out. But I'm absolutely starving. I think it's like nearly 1 o'clock now. And I think I'm going to make myself little salad. Like I said, I'm going to make some lunch. So I think I'm going to do a tuna salad pretty much because it's the only thing we've got in. I'm going to put some rice in it though because otherwise it will not fill me up if it's just greens and tuna. And this afternoon, I think I'm going to nip to the shop, go to Morrison's. I asked on TikTok what people did on maternity leave and so many people told me to prep some food, which I was going to do and I just completely didn't even think about it. So I'm going to go to Morrison's, get some bits and bobs. I'm going to write out a list of like different meals that I'm going to prep. And then this afternoon, maybe just chill out again and watch some more YouTube. I might do the cooking over the weekend. We'll see. Make this tuna in a little bowl. I'm going to add, I think, some spring onion into it. Sometimes I put red onion in and then sometimes I can't stomach red onion. I just think it's too strong. So I might do spring onion today actually. I always put mustard in my like tuna mayo. Just think it makes it next level delicious. Put mayo in. I think I'm going to have this rice, tomato and basil from Uncle Ben's. Bit of a random combination, but it's either this or plain and I don't really fancy plain. I've done a bit of rocket, spinach, tomatoes. Put some salt and pepper on this as well. Put this tuna on top of the salad. Got my lunch. That looks quite nice actually. And then I'm trying to drink as much water as I can. One other thing I did do this morning was harvest some colostrum, which I feel like is such a weird phrase to say harvesting. I feel like a cow. But I've been doing it since I was 36 weeks when I first did it. And the first few times I did it, I just got a mil each time. So my midwife gave me some syringes. So I just did a milliliter each time. But then this morning I thought I can get a bit more than that. So I think I got 2.5, maybe 3 mil this morning. And I'm just going to keep doing it until baby girl arrives. I don't know how much colostrum to collect and how often it's going to actually get used. But we will see. I've currently got a few syringes now in the freezer, so they've said to take some with us when I go into labour into the hospital, just in case. I think it's if you like are struggling with feeding, or if you end up being in the hospital for slightly longer, they can use your colostrum to feed the baby. And then the rest of it I will just keep here because apparently it's a miracle worker, so if she gets any like acne on her, baby acne on her skin, or if she gets sick, I can put a bit of colostrum in her milk. I believe I've just come upstairs to have a shower and it is nearly 2 o'clock. That is not my usual routine. My bump has got so round. Like yesterday, for some reason, I just noticed in the mirror, I was like, why does my bump look so spherical? Which it really hasn't done up until now. It's all of a sudden really popped. I mean, it only took how many weeks? 36 weeks, 37 weeks for me to pop, but it's finally happened. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump in the shower now. And then I'm gonna go to the shop and actually do something productive with the day. We now have the most difficult task of the day to contend with, which is figuring out what the hell I'm gonna wear. Because I feel like nothing looks that cute on me at the minute, and I feel like I'm just wearing random stuff. My outfits are not really my style because I'm just having to put on whatever fits me. I think I'm going to wear my next jeans that I think you guys are probably sick of because I've been wearing them every single day. I just need to go and get the wash basket because they're clean. I did like a massive wash yesterday, but the wash basket with all the clean stuff in is downstairs. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay, these are the jeans. The next tie-waisted ones. They're just perfect, to be honest. These are not maternity jeans, they're just normal jeans, but they have been brilliant. I think I bought them when I was like 31, 32 weeks. If anything, they might be slightly too big on me, but obviously because you can tie them up, it's fine. See what I mean about these jeans? They're absolutely perfect. Something on my wish list at the minute, I want to buy a nice tracksuit for when I am postpartum, but I don't know what it is. I'm not liking any tracksuits. I know that's such a small minor issue, but I don't know, like, I've got this green, I have this tracksuit from, I don't know, this green one, and I do really love it, but I feel like all the designs they've been coming out with recently, I'm just like, they all look the same. Does anyone else think like every single brand is just making tracksuits that look like this? You know, with the writing. And I'm trying to find something that's a little bit different, or I don't know. There's a brand, I think it's called Rue and Rocker, and I've seen their tracksuit and I really like the look of that. I also really like the look of the Aloe tracksuits. They're definitely a bit more expensive, so that would be an investment. But I like how simple they are. They've just got very simple branding on. I've done absolutely nothing. This is why I don't have chill days, because as soon as I spend an hour on the sofa, the rest of my day is written off. I feel like I need to do something before Tom gets home from work, otherwise I don't know why. I feel like I'll just be embarrassed. I had all the intentions of going to the shop and buying the bits to do the food prep, and I just cannot be bothered. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow, so I will share if I do. I've been looking on TikTok at some like slow cooker dump bag recipes. All you do is put all the ingredients into a big Ziploc bag, then you can put them in the freezer, and you have to just get them out the night before you want to use them, and you can stick them in the slow cooker all day, and by the evening you've got a nice meal. So I think I'm going to do some of those, as well as some that we can just heat up and eat instantly, so we don't have to remember to take them out of the freezer. So I might do, maybe, Tom hates chili, but I might do bolognese, might do a little lasagna. Okay, maybe what I do as like my productive activity is I'll make a list of the recipes that I'm going to do, and then we can do the food shop tomorrow. So if I do a load of washing, that will make me feel productive as well. So, oh hi Beanie. She loves sitting up here. Hello. Oh, a big yawn. She is just the cutest cat in the world. If I sort this load of washing out that I brought up earlier and just left on the bed, then I put another load of washing in, that's enough to accomplish in one day, right? These samples have been on this wall for so long. We have not got around to decorating our bedroom yet. It's the only room in the house that isn't done. I want to do quite a simple style in here. So I want to do just a really nice, I think I'm going to go for this colour here. These are both by Coat Paints. I absolutely love their paints. So I think I might do this one here. It's called Safe Play. It's like a warm neutral, I guess. And then everything else will stay the same really. I just want to maybe do some panelling behind the bed over there. Get us some new bedding as well, and we could definitely do with a new mattress. We bought an IKEA mattress when we first moved in, and it's not very good. Do you want to go in there? I ended up having quite a productive hour, so I did all that washing, and then I put another load on, which you might be able to hear because the washing machine is so loud. You know, when it does the final spin, I genuinely feel like it's going to take off. And then I actually cleaned the bathroom. I don't know why that just suddenly came over me, the urge to completely clean the bathroom. It's my least favourite job to do in the whole world. I absolutely hate cleaning. Like, I just hate it. Then I decided I really wanted a Papa John's for my dinner. And this is how I find out that the Papa John's that's closest to me has closed down. And the nearest Papa John's is a 40-minute drive away. All I want is that garlic butter dip. Like, if anybody else is addicted to that garlic butter dip like I am, then you will appreciate it. There is no other pizza place that does a dip like that. I feel like people either hate it or they love it. I need to decide what I'm going to do for my tea. Tom's going out to the pub, I think, tonight, which means that I get to watch more YouTube and get in bed at 8:30, which is literally my dream Friday night. This is Tom's outfit of the night. What are you wearing, babe?
Some Green Bay Packers.
I like that t-shirt.
I love it. I think it's sick.
It's massive, but it's nice.
It's cozy. It's got some holes in it from the previous owner.
Oh, you've got your nice trousers on.
Yeah, trouser. And then that hat. Bit of mix of America here.
I got you that in LA.
And then Van.
And Vans.
So all American apart from this, which is Amazon Essentials.
Tom's got to sort me dinner out before he leaves to go out.
No, don't.
I'm so upset about my Papa John's. I don't know what I'm going to have for my tea. I can't explain enough how little takeaway options we have in our town.
I don't know.
Is it like, there's a KFC and that's it, like for chains. There's no chains at all. Sorry, KFC, Domino's.
Subway.
You can't have Subway for dinner on a Friday night. I don't even think it's open. There's literally about 10 places on Just Eat. I'm not even joking. Basically, the options are like not bad, but it's just like it's like an Indian, a Chinese, pizza, or a kebab. That's the options, and I don't feel like I want any of those.
That we have for dinner, and if you get pizza, get me a barbecue pizza.
If I get pizza, I'll get you a barbecue pizza. Yeah.
Dive into the pub.
I'm gonna drop you off and then
Find some tea.
Find food. I've decided that I'm gonna drive to Papa John's. After all that, I just feel like whatever I get is not gonna meet this idea that I've got in my head. Like nothing's gonna match the craving of that sauce, so I'm just gonna go and do it. Also, it's only 7 o'clock and I've not done anything today. It should be like a 25-minute drive from where I am now, where I've just dropped Tom off. And then it'll be a longer drive back, but oh well. At this point, I actually don't care. I also have a hypnobirthing podcast that I want to listen to, so I guess I can do that on the drive. And then technically, it's actually quite productive. Guys, the goods have been secured. And we have the dip. I'm so excited to eat this. I have just opened the pizza and you're not going to believe this. I didn't realise, but they've changed the dip that you get with the pizza from the special garlic dip to garlic and herb, which is exactly the same one that you just get at Domino's. And the special garlic dip is the one that I've been craving. Thank God I ordered my little cheesy garlic dough bite things, because that comes with this tiny pot of it. So I'm going to just have to savour that. Imagine if I'd not ordered those and I'd gone all the way there and got back and didn't have it. Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy this. So I've got my pizza, some jalapeno bite things, and then those dough dips. Got myself a glass of Pepsi Max. And I'm going to go and watch, I think, 1923, start the new series.
Welcome to a day in the life of me. I do nothing in the house. Alice does everything. Me and Bean have some cuddle. Don't we, Bean?
It's Saturday. Tom and I are going out on a little date day today. We've got an afternoon tea booked. One of Tom's family got us they got us a voucher for Christmas, didn't they? So we booked it in a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to go do that. Just have some last minute time together before baby girl gets here. But it should be quite nice. Although I'm going to have decaf everything because I've already had my coffee this morning, so that means that I can't have any more coffee or tea. I cannot wait for the day that I can have 2 coffees again. I'm intrigued to see what sandwiches are. I'm a bit of I wouldn't say I'm a picky sandwich person, but do not put an egg mayo sandwich anywhere near me because it genuinely makes me feel sick.
But you'd have prawns that like mayo.
I have prawn mayo. Egg mayo is rancid. I don't know why. Do you know what it is?
I think that's lovely.
My sister used to always have egg mayo sandwiches for school, and I remember the smell of my mum making them. I could just smell egg in the house, and it used to make me honestly feel sick that she would make egg mayo and then put it in the fridge for a couple of days, and then my sister would eat. What?
No, I think it's even weirder that it then going to school back to get nice and warm all day.
So So yeah, egg mayo is always not for me. But if they've got prawn mayo, yeah, I'll have that.
That is so rogue.
Why? I feel like prawn mayo is like a classic.
No, but you're not gonna warm prawn.
M&S prawn mayo sandwich, like the M&S best ever prawn mayo, is unreal. Anyway, it's quite a nice day today. Quite sunny. So we're gonna go do this, and then we don't really have any plans for afterwards.
Because I broke the TV.
Yeah, go see your mum and dad.
I've not seen you for ages, to be fair. It'd be nice to show them mum before baby.
Yeah, I've not seen them for a couple of weeks. And then this afternoon we can clear out the cupboard under the stairs.
That is all we're planning. No, we're not. Let's not plan anything else. Let's just keep it.
That's the job for the day.
Just do that.
And then we can just chill in the garden because it's quite nice and it'll be warm in the garden. So maybe we just do that this evening and watch a film or something. Okay, is that ice cream?
It's ice cream.
Oh my god, look at that. That looks perfect. Our food has arrived. Little sandwiches. Sometimes I do think that these are a bit tight on the sarnies. You only get...
Ungrateful.
Oh, no, to be fair, I didn't realise there was them ones at the back.
Can we crack on?
Yeah, you can eat what you want, babes.
Do you want me to separate someone to your plate?
Yum.
That's the mustard one.
Ham, cheese, another ham.
Yeah. Is that one? Do you get 2 ham, yeah?
2 ham for me because I don't like egg. And then chicken one.
Okay for you too? Yeah, thank you.
Meant to have a slick back onion, but it's just...
And then I've eaten all the sandwiches.
All of it? Do you want another ham?
No.
I'm not actually that hungry, you can have it. Hey, you have the extra ham one.
No, not at all. It's fine.
Look how many cakes there are.
Actually, that was well.
So you have it. I'm not going to have my chicken one yet.
Wait till you finish the chicken.
Look at that cheesecake. That's what I'm excited to devour. What are you rating that afternoon tea out of 10 then?
It was lovely. Like a 8.5.
7, 8?
It's 8.5.
I think the desserts were better than the sandwiches, but you're more of a sandwich guy, aren't you?
Yeah, certainly.
We just come to get the car washed now.
I don't know if I want us to go further down. I don't want to drive over anything.
I know.
There we go.
Come to get the car washed. I always feel awkward when it's the person doing it, rather than go. I normally go through machines. When it's a person washing the outside of your car and you just sat inside waiting. It's so awkward.
The machines aren't good enough though. Like,
no.
Especially at the top, at the back here, it doesn't quite get to the top because there's like a. Well, you can see on the side of that Toyota. It's the same as that.
Yeah, the machines always miss a spot. Oh, he's doing it now and he's looking at me filming. This is awkward.
He's not looking at you at all. He's doing a job.
Sorry.
He's busy.
Okay, come to Morrison's, get something for dinner. Ugh. Just been at Tom's mum and dad's for a couple of hours actually, to be fair.
Huh?
We were there for a couple of hours, weren't we? Had a nice cup of tea, chinwag. What do you want for dinner?
I don't know. I actually don't really care. How many feet?
No, it's filming on. It's cool, isn't it?
Pretty good.
Should we get this car?
No, we've got no space for it.
Look at it though. We could get the pink one. Actually, I don't like the pink one. She can match my car. Why does that look so rancid?
It's like nacho cheese.
Cream egg trifle. It just doesn't look nice at all.
You know what?
Oh my god, it does look like that. You know, like that cheese sauce.
I bet it's banging. I bet it actually is banging.
I could. We don't need a pudding, do we?
But also, I don't want tiramisu. It's exactly.
I do like a tiramisu, but I don't think you're meant to have it when you're pregnant because it's got coffee in it and it's got alcohol in it. Got to be in the snack aisle. I feel like maybe I want these.
It's so expensive. They're quite tight.
They are £2.50. Or maybe I just get some nice like salt and vinegar normal crisps. Pringles.
They're on offer.
Yeah, let's do that.
Offer 30p off.
Sour cream and chive.
It's 30p against that. It's like 8%, is it?
Why are you trying to work that out?
No,
oh yeah,
more than
30p
that.
off is not even that good.
No, sorry, it's not 8% at all. It's like 14.
Since when have Lindor done pistachio? Oh, that's not even in the thing. When have Lindor done pistachio flavour? But why is this the only one that's not on offer? £7.50?
It's not the only one. Well, actually,
Yeah, it is. All the others are on offer for £5. But that's the one I want. I want pistachio flavour. £7.50. I went to the Amazon locker that was in Morrison's because I got a parcel to collect. For some reason, Amazon have stopped delivering here on weekends, which is really weird. But I wanted to get this book. I've seen a couple of people talk about this. Yeah, Siobhan Miller from the Positive Birth Company. This book's all about hypnobirthing. I had quite a few people recommend it, so I'm going to try and get this read. Obviously, I'm 38 weeks tomorrow, so I'm going to try and read this next week. I don't think it'll take that long because it's not a huge book. And to be honest, I already know quite a bit about hypnobirthing and kind of what I think I want to do during my birth. But I think this will just be helpful for me to just, you know, get all those like final details and then maybe make a bit more of like an actual plan, like decide my breathing patterns and stuff like that. So hopefully that's good. Gonna just chill for the rest of the day, to be honest. I'm absolutely knackered. Oh, that's not very flattering, is it? I'm absolutely knackered. Right, Beans? Beans just chilling out. You chilling? Chilling? Yeah. Having brisket for tea with Tom does these really nice like sliced thinly sliced potatoes, and then we're gonna make some slaw, so that should be banging. But I think I'm just gonna chill. I started watching 1923 last night, but I was kind of half asleep whilst I was watching the last episode, so I'm gonna re-watch the last episode that I just watched and then probably finish them tonight, to be honest, because I think there's only 6 episodes out so far. Just put my tracksuit on so I can get comfy, and I'm gonna make my raspberry leaf tea. I'm gonna try doing it as like an iced cold tea, and I've bought this cordial. I think it's peach and raspberry cordial to put in it. These are blended with peppermint tea, which I actually really like, but once you get to the point where you're drinking 3 cups of it a day, it gets a little bit samey. So I'm gonna try, I'm just gonna do 1 tea bag in here. I'm gonna like stew it and then let it cool down and see what it tastes like if I do it as an iced tea instead. Okay, I left this brewing for ages. I actually put 2 tea bags in it. And then I'm just gonna use this really big cup, pop some ice in. I'll pour this like really strong tea in here. And then I'm going to add, so it's cherry, plum and peach squash. This is just Morrison's own brand. Put some of this in it. Guess that's probably enough. Oops. And then just the rest water. Let's see what this tastes like. Hopefully this is delicious. Just tastes like squash, to be fair, so that's definitely made it a little bit more drinkable than having 3 cups of peppermint tea. I think because I've used 2 tea bags that have made it really strong, this should be my entire dose, my entire like measure of the raspberry leaf for the full day, so that makes it way easier than having to drink 3 cups of hot tea. We are just having a very chilled Saturday night. There's Tom on the sofa with his wine. I've been editing this vlog and we're watching, what's it called? Last One Laughing on Amazon. We've got 2 episodes left. Yeah, it's called Last One Laughing, I'm sure. If you've not watched this, it's really, really good. Essentially, like, a load of really funny comedians have to try not to laugh for 6 hours, and as a result, it's quite funny. I might end this vlog here. I filmed for the last 3 days, and when I was editing it, I realised it got quite long. So this might be the end of the vlog. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm going to try and do some more next week whilst I'm on maternity leave and I'm on my own. We'll try and come up with some creative ways for me to keep busy that don't involve spending money. But like I said, thanks for watching, and if you aren't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Say bye. Wow, don't look too enthusiastic.